What's up, gang? Well, the Husky's out of here. I got the lights fixed on the trailer, and something followed me home today. I'll give you a hint. It's red. It is a 27 horsepower. That would be an extended life series 27 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engine. And this was another operator error. Only this one was just a little bit bigger. Well, I don't know. Might have been a lateral play. Lateral move. I'll show you. Are you red eye? Well, first off, there she is. And you might recognize that exact style of engine because basically that's the same engine, only 1 year older than what is in the Poulan. So I got this one dirt cheap, and the reason I got it dirt cheap is because it's a custom aerated engine. That's right. Just a little bit of a problem in there. Not exactly sure what the problem is, but at least I can see in the block without having to take it all apart, right? Well, you think the pistons are all right and the connecting rods and all that, and I should be able to get her running pretty quick. Yeah, I think so. It shouldn't be too difficult. It's a hydro. It's got really nice set of wheels and tires on it. I am going to repower it. The first thing I'm going to do actually is just stick a single cylinder in there. Make sure everything else is fine, like the hydrostat and all that stuff. If all of that is good and it's golden and ready to go, this mower came with two decks, a 48-inch and a 54-inch deck. Well, the Poulan has a 48-inch deck. This is also an AYP product, by the way. I believe. I'll have to check the numbers and everything, but I am pretty sure it's an AYP. If it's an MTD, no big deal. I should still be able to throw that 22 horse that I rebuilt in this one. But let's see. See, Sears always does their goofy numbers. They've got to have their own. So we'll see if this thing's worth salvaging. If not, I did not get hurt. And the fact that it comes with two decks, the 48 and the 54, is a plus. These are really, really common. And like I say, as long as everything's copacetic with it, the 22 horse will go in this. This will become my primary mower, and then I'll repower the Poulan with something else down along the road. With 3 acres, the bigger the deck, the better. That's the way I look at it. So anyway, heavy duty 10 gauge deck, so it's a little over an 1/8 inch thick. That's not bad. But anyway, she blows, and cosmetically it's not in too bad a shape. And you guys know I've got Calamity Jane red, I've got Clifford red, got red racing stripes on old blue, and I kind of like the looks of this one better for my daily mower. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The rest of it seems to be in pretty good shape. It's got a weird goings on the dash. All it had was an amp meter. It never did have all of the fun little lights and the hour meter and all that stuff in it. But the panel that goes there is missing. I don't care about that. But anyway, there's Zippo's new project. Does that look like fun? I'm going to stick a 16.5 horse overhead valve single in it to just test it out, make sure it's okay, make sure the electric clutch is good, make sure it's going to do what it needs to do. I'm not going to hardwire it, I'm just going to jump it off the starter, get it running off the gas tank, and see how it does. And if it does everything that, because I much prefer having the hydrostatic controls at my hand and not the foot. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. And being just 1 year apart, I am going to have to look up and see if this is a AYP or an MTD. If any of you guys out there know, it is a GT5000. GT5000. It popped up on Craigslist for a steal, and even though it was on there for a steal, I texted the guy. I said, "It's probably gone, isn't it?" And he goes, "Nope, still got it. A guy's supposed to come tonight and pick it up." I said, "Okay, well, I'm willing to give you your asking price and not knock you down any. So if that guy doesn't offer you," and I sent that text before I even started my next sentence. He repeated back. He goes, "Here's my address." So apparently he had already discussed a lower price with the other guy. The other guy had already dinged him down, but it was cheap. I mean, cheap. I mean, yeah, there's cheap people out there, but I don't have a problem in the world paying what I paid for it. I'll tell you, $200. Get that in parts. Get that in parts, easy. And I guess the other guy offered him $150, and he said if I don't get any better offers, so I gave him a better offer. Could have got it for $175. Dang it. Anyway. Enough of the babbling. I got to go load that Hustler onto, because I kind of borrowed Mark's trailer to go get this. I needed a wide trailer, and it wasn't too far away. Besides, I had to make sure the lights worked. Right? You got to test things out after you repair them. Right? Right? That's the way I look at it. So if Mark's not going to have a riding mower anymore, I may ask him if he wants to sell that trailer. It's a nice little trailer. Anyway, okay. Except for when it came down and cut my hose in half. That's it. I'm going to yank this beast out. There's a lot of parts on this engine I can save for the 22 horse, which is nice, or another engine that comes in. Anyway, I guess that's it. This is your friendly neighborhood Zippo. That is the goings on today. Never a dull moment when the springtime hits. Of course, glutton for punishment. I'm putting myself into another project, and then I still have that, and that's going to get stripped down here in very short order and repainted and new decals and off to its owner. It's been here for a year, and I've just not been motivated to do it. Well, I am now. So I'm going to get her done. And that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is Zippo later. And see, I told you I'd be back. I told you you would see me. I promised you would see me again. And I can promise you again that you will see me on the next one. It's Zippo later. I'm out. There we go. It's out. I'm a tired boy. It's 6:30. I usually don't stay out and work this late. I've got a really bad idler V-pulley under there. In fact, there are no bearings in it whatsoever, and it's part of the hydro drive, so of course my phone's going off. But came out pretty easy. I'm getting kind of used to pulling them. Ha ha. But before I do anything else, I need to make sure that hydro is good. So we'll do that, like I say, with that 16.5 horse, which is way back under there. So I've got some digging to do tomorrow. But as for today, that's it. We have yanked the engine, and they're actually pretty easy to get out. Really not much to them. Disconnect your wiring pigtail right there. Disconnect your starter wire. Disconnect your fuel line from the fuel pump. Disconnect choke and throttle. And that's the headlight pigtail. Then you get up underneath, take the 4 engine mounting bolts out. Take the shield off that sits right there and also holds the muffler in place. And just yank it up. Looks like that muffler has seen better days. The baffles are, both of them are just floating around in there. That's funny. That's not much of a muffler then, is it? Bet it was loud. It's alright. I got another one. Steering's kind of sloppy, so I'll have to look at that too. But that's it. See you guys on part 2. Later.